want you to develop your own vaccine. Guys, I want to share with you something. We are responsible for our own actions. We are responsible for our own attitudes. We're responsible for our moods. Now, granted, sometimes things from the outside, as I said earlier, can affect and infect the way we think and our attitudes. I get that. But it doesn't have to stay. Look, if you get a cold, if you get a flu, if you get an infection, it stays for a little while, but what do you do immediately? You find the vaccine, you find the medicine, you find the cure, and over the course of a day or 2 days, or however that the seriousness of that infection is, it takes a little time, but you immediately work on a vaccine, you work on the cure, you work on the medicine to get you better. Right now, the concern and the what everyone is talking about and hopeful for, right, is a cure, a discovery of a vaccine, right, to help decrease the virus and defeat it. But guys, we can develop our own vaccine when we're infected in our minds, when we're infected in our attitudes, when we're infected in our thoughts. And right now, don't wait for some vaccine to come along to change the way you think, to change your attitude, to change your demeanor, to reinvigorate your joy. Develop your own vaccine. You and I are responsible for our own attitudes, for our own moods, and for our own thoughts. I was having a conversation with a guy the other day, and as I was chatting similar, in a similar content to what we're chatting about today, guys. And I said to him, I said, look, how are you feeling? And he says, I'm feeling pretty good. And I couldn't believe, I had to ask him a couple of times, because the reality is what he was telling me, I couldn't tell based on the look on his face. So I said to him, I said, are you doing okay? He says, yeah. I said, you happy? You all right? He says, yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy. I said, then would you mind telling your face? Guys, at the age of 21, we're responsible for our face. So your face tells the whole story. It tells a lot about what's going on the inside. So you smile a little bit, that's your responsibility. Being joyful, that's your responsibility. It's my responsibility to be in a better place. My wellness is my responsibility. My well-being is my responsibility. And if things on the outside are not going like I would like them to, well, then I've got to develop a vaccine so that myself, so that I can have a better way to control and recover from whatever is ailing me emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So let me give you some things that I believe could become your own vaccine, developing your own remedy for recovery. Here's one thing: get around positive people. Stay away from the people that are negative and rancid. Negative, rancid people. And by the way, who are these people? These are the people that are watching the news all the time. They're talking about what's happening on social media. If it's this, that, and the other, they've got all the details on it. And most of it is negative. Those people, they should be on your list of who to avoid if you're working on your own personal vaccine. Negative people should not be on that list of people that you get near. It's your responsibility to get around positive people. That's a vaccine. Praying and meditating, finding those quiet moments to reflect, is another way to develop a vaccine. You know, sometimes the best way to get back on track and to get in alignment is just to take some quiet time to pray, if you're a praying person, to meditate if you're a meditating person, or just to find a moment of solitude and to regenerate, reinvigorate your spirit. That's a powerful vaccine that can allow you to re-energize. So I encourage you to use that as you develop your personal vaccine as well. Here's another vaccine for you to develop. Find fun activities. Find things that you can do that are fun. You know, one of the things that has forced me to do right now, because the gyms are closed, is find other ways to keep fit, to get a workout in. So something I haven't done in a long time is now I'm riding a bike. I got a great deal on a bike, and now I've got myself a mountain bike and I'm bike riding. The last time I rode a bike, I was probably 18, 19 years old. I was in Central Park. I lived near Central Park in New York, and I fell off the bike on a hill. I was going down a hill, I fell off the bike. I've not ridden a bike since then just because of that fear. Well, I got myself a bike now, and I am riding a bike because I need to find a way to have activity that's fun. It keeps my spirits up. It keeps me from being discouraged because the gyms are not open. It's part of my vaccine. Well, you find something that's fun for you. My wife likes going to spas. Well, the spas are closed. So what does she do? She locks herself up in our bathroom, and she throws on the music, puts on the aroma, adds all sorts of nice aromatic salt to the water. She puts on her music, and she's got her own spa. That's her vaccine. Fun activity. Hey guys, what you read and what you watch on TV, it's a vaccine. If you read good uplifting books, if you watch videos that are great videos that uplift you, music that's uplifting, that's a vaccine. One of the things that me and my wife have done recently now, since we're home, and staying away from the stuff that creates negativity, again, we're enforcing and developing our own super vaccine here, is we've caught plenty of different comedians online. We actually just found a really funny comedian, guy named Jeff Allen. I don't know if some of you guys watch him or not, but Jeff Allen, he's pretty funny. And so now we watch him on YouTube. And that gives us this mental break from the moment of misery that we experience throughout the course of the day. That's our vaccine. Find something funny. Find a comedian that you've never heard of before and watch them. We like watching the cooking shows now. That's our vaccine. Get around those people that are going to uplift you. Find the resources and the material that's going to uplift you. It is your responsibility to recover on the inside.